wonderful Bushwalking New South Wales club members. It's Cara here. I've just come into my backyard to do a bit of a demo of how you could do some testimonials to contribute to this new volunteering video that we're doing here for Bushwalking New South Wales. So I've got my phone set up on a tripod, or I could be doing it just like I'm talking to you now, holding it selfie style, just with a fully extended arm, which gives you a pretty good framing like this here. Now, it's important to know we're shooting this on the horizontal, so landscape style. So make sure that you're holding your phone like this or having it set up like that. We don't want that way, we want that way. Now, the other thing you'll note is I've got a bit of a natural background. Can't get out bushwalking today, it's a work day today, but I've just chosen a tree, something in the backyard, so it might be a local park. It would be amazing if it is on a bushwalk and you even had, you know, bushwalking club mates sitting behind you having lunch or something like that, as long as they keep it down, because that's the other thing. We want to make sure we're in a fairly quiet area. So I've got a few noisy cockatoos up here, which doesn't bother me one bit. A little bit of street noise out the front. Not a big drama, no big trucks or anything like that. And the other thing is that there's not a lot of wind blowing around, so it's not going to give you that shh sound into the recording, which is pretty distracting. So that's the main summary of what we need to do. We're shooting it on the landscape. Got a bit of a natural background. The framing here is, well, stand in the center like that, standing in the center like that, not too much room at the top, and sort of from sort of chest or waist height up, that's fine, and a fairly quiet location. Now the other really important part, which I have put in the notes, is that as awkward as it seems, you need to be looking at the camera, well, on the side obviously when you're shooting horizontal, and not looking at yourself, because if I look at myself right now, I'm looking in my eyes on the screen and it's really distracting. So it kind of looks like, what's she looking at over there somewhere? We want you to be able to look straight down the barrel of the camera and to share your stories about how great it is to be a member of a bushwalking club. But more important than that, this is about why it's so great to contribute as a volunteer and to get involved with the club. All right, so I've got my notes here. I'm going to flick to the questions, and this is as easy as it needs to be. So you could even stand here and read a question. So yep, first question, what's your name and what club are you a member of? Right, then put the notes down out of sight and watch they don't rustle around, and say, my name's Caro and I'm a member of Sydney Bushwalkers Club. Easy, hey? Start a new clip like that for question 2. What do you do in your club? What's your role? I used to be a committee member for a number of years, and now I'm an occasional walks leader in exploratory and interesting off-track type walks, both day and overnight. Yeah, okay, cool. So, right, question 3. Why do you do it? Oh, my goodness. Getting into bushwalking totally changed my life about 25 years ago, and I want to be able to offer that experience. So we will edit down everything. So we will edit out all the fluffy bits, just like I did then, and make it sound like you have taken out all your ums and ahs and all that kind of things, or the words that don't quite make sense, to bring across the heart of what it is that you're trying to say. So 2 other points I'm just going to throw at the end there. Number 1, short and sweet. So some of those answers I just gave were too long, so I'd actually edit them down to make them work. But obviously in editing, I can't just take out every second word because things don't make sense. So just maybe try and do things a second time and see if you can get them shorter, because there's lots of people going to contribute these testimonials, and we're not making a 2-hour documentary. The other point I'll make is what a difference it makes when you smile on camera. So if I just start talking to you like this, even though I'll say to you, look, smiling makes a big difference. Look, it's just not that interesting to watch, and it's a bit sad. Whereas if you smile on camera while you're talking, with a stupid Cheshire cat grin like on your wedding day when your cheeks ached, what you're actually saying and the messages that you're trying to get across will be so much more endearing, and people will want to listen to you. So guys, thank you so much for being a part of this video testimonial to make these videos that we're making for Bushwalking New South Wales. And so I really look forward to all of the that's where I would edit right there. So I am really looking forward to receiving your comments and your video clips. And don't forget, when you send the clips up through the cloud, whether you use Dropbox or WeTransfer or Google Drive, whatever of those systems, cockatoo, that you like, please, yes, I know, please also include a couple of still photos of yourself out on a bushwalk. So that just gives me, exactly, I know, right? Old soft-crested cockatoo, because those still photos will give me something to cut away to, so we're not just looking at your face the whole time. And then there'll also be shots of people bushwalking. So great. Thank you so much. Appreciate everything you've done for this project and within your clubs. Thanks so much, guys. Cheers.